And this road, will it ever get done?
I
That's
know.
okay. Anyway,
And we were going for the protest today.
yes.
So,
Well, today is just a meeting, but anyway, we have
yes.
started recording. Hello, Vishay.
Hello, Nidhi. How
Konnichiwa.
are you?
I am actually
Konnichiwa to you too.
very well, very
Yes.
energized, enthused with a
I
new
see.
zest for
I see.
life.
I.
Yes,
Is that something to do from your recent trip to the
absolutely.
land of
La-
the rising sun?
Land of the rising sun, the beautiful,
It
wonderful.
literally it is. Do you remember the sun would come up at 4:30 in the
Yeah,
morning?
yeah. Like, how
My
long are
God.
they days?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, so we've come
And
back from a nearly 10-day trip, you, me, and our kids, to the most wonderful
mhm.
country of Japan. And I think it totally deserves a review. I mean, the
Yes,
short
it does.
review
It
is
does.
2 thumbs up, but I think we can get into it a little bit because we saw so much, we experienced so much, and we just have so much to share.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Where do we
we
start?
should we start? Yeah, so quickly we went to Kyoto and Tokyo,
Hmm.
which are really two of the most sort of tourist friendly cities. And
Um, Yeah, I mean, there's
yeah,
a lot more to explore, but within the time frame that we had, and with kids, when our trip was planned around a lot of activities for them,
yeah.
uh, as painful as it was, but yes, we have to do what we need to do as
No,
parents.
it wasn't painful. It was fun. Yeah, but yeah, it we couldn't have done. I mean, there are more adult things that
It-
would not be very
yeah, exactly. Didn't have to spend one entire day in Disney Sea. Horrible.
okay. One
Yeah.
thing at a time. So, okay, overall, what did you think of Japan? This is our second trip as
That's the thing I'm telling you every time you fight with me, but I refuse to go visit Mount Fuji because I believe in the myth that as long as you don't visit Mount Fuji, you keep going back to Japan. And this is our second trip,
so
and
that's
we
the
didn't see
reason.
Mount Fuji.
Yeah, you did not allow
That's
us.
the reason.
We
Yes,
didn't even
that's the
see it from
reason.
the train. We chose special
That's
seats
that's a
and we slept
we
through
slept
it.
through it. Yeah, but that's the reason. And then
Yeah,
so start preparing for trip number three.
any
This
day.
time we'll go
Happy to
to
go back.
Okinawa.
Happy to go
But yeah,
back.
I mean, okay, to just bring in some structure,
Yeah.
I think just do what do you want to do? Culture, food first.
So
Quickly, a note on the food.
anything. I mean, I have been quite earnest and I've made points. So I have a list of
Okay.
what I liked and a couple of things that I, like they say in corporate world, could do better. Area of
Mm.
improvement, AOI.
Wabi sabi.
Wa- Swabi Sabi have been throwing at us. Anyway, but yeah, those are my
Okay,
impressions. But
carry on.
we can start. Why don't you?
Yeah.
I think clearly food has left a deep mark in your soul. So tell us about
No, I
it.
really enjoyed. I mean, imagine in 10 days, the only two bad experiences we actually had was one in an Italian restaurant, which out of desperation we had to eat because
Yeah,
everything else was shut.
yeah, yeah.
And the other was that cafe, uh, which again, I mean, it was again out of desperation.
Wait,
But
which one? I
otherwise,
can't
whether
remember.
the cafe Veloci or something, where we had that beef curry
And then
rice
which
and pasta,
Italian
yeah.
restaurant? The pizza.
Royal Host.
Royal Host. Was it Italian? I don't even know what the hell that cuisine was.
I mean, I don't know what that was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, it wasn't. It was a mixed cuisine, yeah.
Mm.
But otherwise, yeah, I mean, whether we ate
Yes.
in those, the small nook in one of the hidden streets,
Yeah,
or if we stood in line and ate in a proper restaurant,
yeah.
food never let us down.
Never.
And that, actually, thankfully, our kids also like Japanese and they were also willing to experiment. So
Yeah,
we really got to try a lot of different, not just the same old ramen and sushi. I
correct.
think we did a lot more. So,
We did. We did.
so
I
yeah,
could,
food. And the thing is, yeah, I mean, Japanese food, everyone knows it's good, and of course, in Japan, it will be good. And I think they are so now catering to tourists that they have their menus in English with photographs of the dishes, so it's very easy to order and not
Yeah.
be second guessing yourself whether you've ordered a bull's tongue or the
Eels.
inners of a crab. Yeah. So that
Yeah.
was, yeah, I
No, but I
mean,
wanted to add
obviously amazing.
that absolutely the restaurant food, I think what if we hadn't planned which one, we would kind of judge it from just how crowded it was and whatever, and just get a feel, right? And mostly,
Yeah.
I think our senses, I mean, our instinct worked. But along with that, even just the 7-Eleven food, the
Yeah.
cafes that Doubter or whatever, like every place that is serving food,
Food
it's
is
good
good.
food, it's fresh,
Yeah.
it's so tasty. That tempura, I know.
Really.
I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with tempura, but it's so yummy. Um, it was just really a delight to eat.
But it's an acquired taste. I think there are quite a few things which we didn't like. We did try to experiment with a few desserts and some uh,
Mochi.
green and blue looking stuff. Yeah, which
Yeah.
obviously, yeah. I mean, I can admit that I have a limited palate. I really can't appreciate different
Wow,
tastes.
Japan has made
But
you
yes,
honest.
I have learned a lot from the Japanese.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
going to be more patient,
absolutely. I agree. I
more
think,
respectful, more hardworking, more disciplined, more appreciative.
yeah. No,
Uh,
everything you're saying,
and finally,
it makes you want to go into another tangent, right? Like every point you're making. Of course, first of
yeah,
all, yes, food absolutely amazing. I believe, I mean, I don't know, I can't speak for vegetarians, but there were a couple of places where we went in and a vegetarian person came in and said, "Is there anything?" And they said absolutely nothing. I don't know what vegetarians would do. I'm sure they'll
they
find
can
ways.
have bread.
They can have bread. There was also that vegan restaurant that we came across but did not go to.
Uh,
But I think if you
obviously,
do eat everything, like if you're not bothered whether they're using fish sauce or whichever kind of meat, you cannot go wrong with just any restaurant in any street. Uh, I find
agree.
the smaller ones, little, kopchas with the
Yeah.
little door and the half curtain hanging, there's always a treat inside. In fact, the first night at Kyoto, when we had our flight got delayed, we landed and we came out fairly late in a very, very quiet part of Kyoto. And we walked into this restaurant that really looked like as if it's a, it's catering to, the other restaurant staff
It
and
was the
very, very
equivalent
working
to
class.
Darshini in Bangalore.
Yeah, but
Actually,
a
a Darshini would
very
even be
basic.
better.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
was like those people selling ragi mudde on the
exactly.
carts, or
Yeah, yeah. And the
ISBT ke
food was
parathe behind the cycle. Was it was
outstanding.
outstanding? It was
Outstanding.
food was too good. Yeah,
So
but yeah, I mean overall, of course, Japan food is expensive. But
expensive.
then, of
Not
course,
all
whenever you travel abroad, no, I'm saying an average meal, even in the most casual place, was about 4-5 thousand,
for the four
which
of us.
is for the four
Without
of
us.
us. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Cool. So
But
that's
you're
the food.
comparing it.
No,
Uh,
can we move on? It's been many minutes.
yes.
Okay. So now anything else that you want to talk about? So you spoke about it's made you more honest, and I just wanted to touch upon
No,
that.
I mean it. You know what? It had been. It was a struggle for me because Japan has this strict policy of no littering, and they don't provide public dustbins, so you
Dustbin.
have to carry your waste with you. It's very challenging, especially when you're coming from India, where you have to, like, those things, like you can't litter, you can't talk loudly, those rules. In a train, you can't sit cross-legged, you can't have your take a call. I mean, there were too many restrictions, and I feel that, in the long run, I wouldn't survive there. I need to break free.
So I was
Revolution.
no, you're a sand only for this place. But I was saying that in the positives, when you spoke about it's made you a more honest person.
Hmm.
Like one thing that's really struck me of in Japan, it's such a trust-based society. And I don't know how they've done it. Like, so one thing we notice everywhere, the Japanese love to queue up, right? Whether it's for a small
Hmm.
popcorn stall or a bank queue or anything, they just neatly queue up. And they stand there without any, like, without making a face. They don't look hassled. They're in the queue. And I think where it comes from is that they know they will get what they've queued up for. There is no hustle. There is no tension that, oh my God, if I don't jump the queue, if I don't figure out a shortcut, if I don't, if there are four windows open, I need to make sure I should be at the shortest queue. That just doesn't exist there, because if another window opens, they will call you. You will get what you came for. Why are you laughing?
Now I'm just remembering the rude experience we had just as we landed in Bangalore airport, where they suddenly announced they had to fill a health form. And there was one guy distributing the health form, and there were 50 people bouncing on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that, just coming from Japan and seeing that was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, and
yeah, it
it's
was.
amazing. Like what I'm saying, what is the underlying emotion? It is that no one is out to get me. In Japan, you don't
Yeah.
feel like someone's gonna get me. Someone's gonna take what I'm here for, what I deserve, right? You are just
Mm.
so content. It's such a Vishay, we went to Tokyo Disney and there was not a single announcement or a sign or anything saying, mind your bag. It's such a busy place. It's a Disney resort, right? It's full of people. You could there was one point when I was sitting because I was really tired and I'd put my bag on the thing and I was kind of sitting on the bench and of course, because it's force of habit, I had to keep my hand within the bag, but never did I feel like someone's going to flick my bag. And nobody feels like that, right? They outside the shops, they have decorations, they might have samples kept outside all the time. No one's taking it, they know it. And in
And
fact,
of course,
our
the
kids were
famous umbrella
shocked.
system.
The famous umbrella system where you use an umbrella, you put it outside the shop, you come out, someone's taken yours, but they've left theirs. So you'll always have an umbrella. I think to me, like that is really, I don't know, eh, this is the second time we're going there, and I felt the same thing even the last time. I was, although more than 10 years ago. How do you build a society like that? How do you build a society where people
I don't know.
have faith in each other and in their government and in the system?
Mm.
Uh,
I don't know actually, because yeah, I mean, probably should do more research on that. But
hmm.
having attended some of the museums and we're learning about the history of samurais and ninjas, and we all know this to a large extent. The society is quite repressed. I mean, they have like this hierarchy and very strict about it. I don't know if so much control is even healthy. It has to come out somewhere.
Yeah, it is. No, no, you're right. So
I
there is
mean,
a
and
flip side.
they're famous for this weird behavior behind closed doors, right? Whether it's
Yeah,
women
that
being
kind of
treated.
dual life having like a geisha
Yeah, so
and a
that's what
companion.
I'm saying. So I feel it's, I don't know. I feel it's very different for us to experience Japan as tourists for a couple of days versus actually living there and being part of the society. I don't know if they'll accept any outsiders in any case.
Oh, I mean, I've heard
Uh,
they're not very fond of foreigners. They're fine
yeah,
with
they don't.
locals,
Yeah.
but yeah. Agreed.
Mm.
But I mean, whatever. The first impression that I had and a
As
lasting
tourists,
impression.
yes,
No, I
fantastic time.
think as a society, you need to give. I know we are so proud of this so-called freedom that we have in India, which we actually don't. We don't have access to anything. We are not allowed. I'm scared of saying anything about how I feel about so many things because I could be thrown in jail or mobbed or whatever. And I'm a privileged one. Like there are minorities who really cannot. So, what freedom do we have here that is so precious that
No, no,
I would
it's not
not.
about political.
No, it's a political thing. It's of
Uh,
course it's all
no,
political.
no, 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 no. I'm even as a cultural thing. I mean,
Yeah,
anyways, I guess we are
it's all.
digressing
It's
into.
politics and culture are all mixed.
Mm.
So anyway, like I said, I think that has really struck me and stayed with me. And the other thing that has just moved me beyond, it just made me so happy. And I think my eyes are feeling rested after is the Japanese design and aesthetic. Like
Yeah.
My goodness, their whether it's their interiors, their homes, the colors, the font, it's just it's soothing. It is just a balm for
Beauty
the
in
soul.
simplicity.
It's not that
Ikigai.
simple. It's well, I mean, it's complicated,
You
simplicity.
know, right, that our dining table is going. We're getting the low level now with cushions
Sure.
and replacing all the curtains with
Oh,
shutters.
yeah, I know. No, I think
Yeah.
you get those lovely blinds, Vishay. Remember the ones? I mean, I can't
Yeah.
explain it, but you know what I'm talking about. But even
And now you'll
and
only
I
see me in a
saw
kimono.
everyone, the clothes that they wear, it's either solid colors, okay?
Mm.
They love checks, they're okay with
Mm.
stripes, and if
Mm.
you're feeling really cute, they like polka dots. This is everyone. Stop
Anything?
pointing at yourself. No one's
Uh,
interested in your attention. Let me finish. There are no ugly prints. There is no flower with some three. Stop it! What are you doing?
I'm Japanese. I wear only solid colors and
You're
checks
wearing
and
checks.
stripes.
You have no
Yeah.
phone for your
So,
style. Please, Avi, Vishay, this, don't interrupt me. A Japanese person would never interrupt. They would just sit and bow to my wisdom. So, yeah, the colors, their fabrics, their I was so happy. I was so happy to not see those florals, that we use on our chaddars and those. When I came to Bangalore for a second, I thought this lady has like finally given up on life completely and has worn a nightie on her flight. But then actually, when I went close, I saw a peak of a salwar below it. So it was an ugly tent with anyway. It's not right. It's not right to judge others. But I'm just saying, okay, forget whether what our Indian aesthetic is. The Japanese sense of design. You don't
mhm.
there and even there, I mean, of course, Tokyo had these beautiful, huge buildings and white pavements, and we were there actually when a tropical storm hit. Our flight got delayed because of that. But was there waterlogging even for a minute? No, because those beautiful white streets and those fabulous drainage system that they have. It's.
And it's not from today. Remember, we were watching that movie, Love in Tokyo, which is like was made 50 years back.
Oh, I want to finish
And the
watching that.
infrastructure is as good
Yeah,
then as it
yeah.
is
They
today.
thought
So,
about it then. Let's have like Avi was telling my dad that 100 feet road here is their pavement. It is literally
yeah.
that broad in Tokyo. Of course, they've cut down on the size of the room, so there's no place to stay. But the aesthetics are fabulous. Kyoto had that other, the smaller, more modest, with a little like you bend down and walk in with those half curtain doors and that beautiful warm lighting. I did not see a white light anywhere. I know maybe at a train station, but loved it, loved it. I love their sense of design. Um,
So Japan score 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10, 9 on 10.
How many your score between 1 and 10?
Oh, 9 on 10.
9 on 10.
Yeah. Okay, the
Yeah.
other thing what did I like? I love their discipline. I love their politeness, how soft spoken they are. Um, the okay, their
They're
simple
very soft spoken.
courtesies. Remove your shoes before you go to try on clothes. They give you a little mask if you're wearing makeup so that it doesn't soil the clothes. I mean, everything. It's just so lovely. If you're going to try clothes, you wait in this line. If you're just someone's companion who wants to see, you sit in that bench. Like everything is decided. The
Mm.
bathrooms, Vishay, can we come back? Having experienced those Toto toilets, which are everywhere,
Hands-free experience.
and warm seats, everything. Oh my God, and so clean and just my God, it's too good.
Uh,
It's too good. I think yeah, I've also talked about safety, right? Like I said, the bags and money, whatever, and generally also feel safer with your kids. I mean, just
mm,
by seeing them, like they're little kids, I think the age of 7, 8 are out alone, taking buses, taking
yeah.
trains.
No, I remember the school trips. kids we met on
Yes.
the way to Deer
Yeah.
Park,
Yes.
right? I think a group of some 20 plus kids being handled by one teacher.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
And
And
each
they all
one
were very well
self-sufficient.
behaved.
They have
Yeah.
their,
And this, the kids, they noticed how well behaved the other children were. And you remember in Kyoto, we were staying where we could peek into that school, and they were
yes,
so impressed by how well behaved and disciplined the kids are without being told what to do, what not to do.
absolutely.
Right. And it was amazing and so touching. Remember in the other place where we saw another group of kids where one poor fellow had to, like, he vomited and
Oh my
everyone came to his
God.
rescue.
I cannot
These
forget
are
that.
small things which are just amazing.
No, but speaking of that kid, he threw up on a road, a public road.
Yeah.
First thing, 10 people come around him, get him his bag, this and that. He feels better. They get him water. Then he bends down, takes a bunch of wet wipes, and cleans the road.
Yeah.
A road. And in
Just
2 minutes, you
amazing.
look, there is no sign that anything ever happened there. I, I mean, it just boggles my mind that the care they have for public roads, for each other, for themselves, it's outstanding. And I think the crux of it is they're taught to do everything themselves, right? In the school that we were seeing in the morning, their PT class, the kids have to go there and open the shed, get the goal out, set it up, get the balls out, set them. There's no like helper or school didi or bhaiya who is going to keep all this ready for them. No, the kids do it. And then, but
Yeah.
when they're done with their class, they wrap up, put everything in. Oh, Vishay, I don't know what to say.
Mm.
Okay, but on that note, I think we should say something bad also. Japan. We are
I
nothing.
said that. I was like saying that, right? That I don't know. There's something more to
There's
it.
a
It
little
can't
bit
be
of
that.
repression, which is
Yeah, there
too
is. There
much.
is. It's like too much. Yeah. You know, as humans, we need to stretch.
Yeah, and
There's no way to stretch there.
it's very odd that on a train, okay, you're riding alone, that's fine. Everyone's on their phone all the time. They cannot not be on their phone. I haven't seen this kind of phone usage ever. But even if it's two friends or a group, they don't talk to each other.
Mm,
They don't talk. They just stay quiet and they're doing their phone thing. This
yeah.
it's
No, but
really.
in the restaurant we ate, there was another group of friends
Oh
sitting
yeah,
next to our table, and they were having a gala time. They were
yeah,
like laughing and talking. But that's the thing, right? That's where they open up. It
yeah,
has to be, even the restaurants are designed in such a way that you get these private rooms.
yeah.
So we were in a room, remember where we were, there were two tables, four each, and there's another group sitting there. But
Yes,
when the doors are closed, that's when they opened up and they were
yeah,
laughing loudly and cracking jokes.
yeah.
But outside, they just,
Yeah, yeah. So they're very aware of the time and place for everything. They would not
yeah.
crack jokes in whatever Shinkansen or whatever. And
But it was very, very refreshing to see some businesses that still have stood the test of time and are surviving in this day and age. Whether it's a shoe repair shop
yeah,
or there's a person just, just mending, just making zips, or one
correct.
person is just selling some, chopsticks. So it's amazing how these businesses have survived.
Truly.
But yeah,
Yeah. And I think the other thing, one thing that really bothered me was their use of plastic. Uh,
yeah, too much.
it's too excessive. Everything is personally packed in paper and plastic, paper and plastic, paper and plastic. Each little tissue paper is in plastic. Yeah, it's not right. But I think, especially when they are the ones who complain about plastic in the ocean and their fish are now choking on plastic and all of that, then
But I'm assuming they have a very solid recycling
I
system. I'm
mean,
thinking, I
how
don't know.
much can they recycle? Like we saw those garbage, right? Finally, it was all getting mixed up.
Oh,
Paper
they
and
probably
pulp.
have
Yeah.
separating machines. Yeah, that's
Anyway,
true.
I think they could easily reduce plastic usage. But
One thing I found extremely surprising and couldn't understand, right? Like, golf is so popular in Japan. They have these stores which are very common. Each store is about 6 floors each,
yeah.
selling only golf stuff. But there are no golf courses. I mean, it's very expensive to play golf in
Oh,
Japan.
really?
So, yes, so apparently most of them, the only way they play golf is in the driving ranges. That's it. Like they'll probably play one game a year or something if let's say go on a holiday where they play
Oh
golf.
my
But
God.
otherwise,
They can't play
there
like 3 times a
are
week.
no ways. I mean, the very few, the one percenters maybe have access to those kind of clubs, but it's impossible. And that was shocked and surprised. I was talking to that guy, and he said that's why every store you'll find, they'll always have these simulators in one or two floors are just for simulators where people come and just play, or
Practice.
you have these driving multi-story driving ranges where people go and play, but it's very expensive and very challenging to, yeah, but despite that, apparently it's a craze
Hmm.
in Japan.
Very popular.
So
Yeah. Interesting.
in
Yeah.
addition to baseball and
Yeah.
soccer,
Yeah. They should probably just play
soccer.
carom board or something that. Okay, so that is our review of Japan, guys. I think overall, like I said, I gave it a 9 on 10. You see how much you give it.
Mm. Japan, I'm Japanese, so I can't
The
like.
Jap- How do you
No,
review
but
it?
in the spirit of our usual show of reviewing OTT, I mean shows and movies, you can watch the show called Sanctuary, which is
Oh,
based on the life of one sumo wrestler, but then you get a glimpse of what's happening with
mm,
sumo wrestling. Um, and in fact, for one of the sumo shows we went to, one of the sumo wrestlers asked that how real is what was portrayed in the show. And he said maybe not anymore, but maybe sometime back. It is based on reality. It's not completely fictional. So that's my recommendation for the week.
good. So
Sanctuary
also, I
on
highly recommend
Netflix.
you make a trip to Japan. Don't watch TV. Save your money, work hard, and go to Japan. And actually, I also wanted to quickly share some images of Japan because, um, I put together some quick pictures because this is a video podcast, guys. We can't only talk about things without showing you anything. Oh my God, so noisy. Okay, sorry, guys. I'm not in Japan. I'm in India. But this was, of course, a classic plain picture, Land of the Rising Sun. And wait, how does this move? How to do? Huh.
There's an
This is
arrow
a
below. Oh.
quick glimpse of Kyoto. This is where we were staying. This is a beautiful bamboo forest. We were lucky when we went there. There was very few other people. We went early in the morning. This is a disgusting micro pig cafe where you get to sit and pigs come on you. I don't know. We do things for our children. Don't ask. Um, this is again Kyoto. These are the beautiful, fun, lovely streets. As you can see, it's just green and gorgeous. This is some famous shrine in the background. Near Kyoto, about an hour away, is Nara Deer Park, which is a bit overhyped. I think you can avoid it. But we went there. You can feed deer. And if you bow, they bow to you. That's the story. This is the sumo match. It was really fun. This is a famous ice cream that they do something. It's mochi mochi. I don't know what all they do, but it looks prettier than it tastes. This crazy line, you can't see it. It pretty much goes around the block. Is a line outside Onitsuka Tiger. Tourists go crazy for Onitsuka Tiger in Japan. Apparently, it's really cheap and you can get stuff monogrammed, customized, whatever. So that's why there are always lines outside Onitsuka. We did not go. This is good old Tokyo, the famous Shibuya crossing. This is the food. One of the places where we ate absolutely outstanding, delicious food. Um, this is I think the restaurant from outside. I try to take a picture so I can, God knows it in Japan. But we are very full and happy, as you can see. And on the right, you can see the other side of Japan. This is this fabulous place called Team Labs, guys. Please go. It's amazing. It's a mind-bending experience. Pictures don't do it justice, but I
No,
want.
no, I wasn't too impressed with this.
Vishay was not impressed.
Unless you're high on drugs, yeah, it was like a wedding
Uh,
in.
kids and I loved it.
Oh.
Vishay, I don't know why you came with us. You didn't even hold my bag. Useless. Okay. This is Disney Sea, guys. Just again, too much fun. I don't know. I tried to take pictures. They've created some mini Europe.
If you have kids, it's fine.
It's
Otherwise,
fun. This is again mini Europe something. This is some Aladdin. it's too much fun. It was crazy, too good. Kids had a blast. My feet broke. I was lying down on the bench at one point.
I
The
had
food
to
was,
carry Zoe on my shoulders.
so yeah, food was horrible.
Mm.
You carried Zoya on your shoulders.
Yeah, she couldn't see something that was going on, some
Oh,
sleep
that's
dream or
fine.
something.
And this
Mm.
is, yeah, the final, all of us. This is Avi's carrying Zoya. And this is us in Tokyo, very happy in front of our lovely hotel. Tiny room. The room is pretty much this size, but fabulous location. And we had a great time, guys. Um, go to Japan. It's worth it. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you next week as we review more stuff. Bye.